Hi. Okay, so I hope that you've had a chance to look at some of my other videos. I don't know which one this is. 1, 2, it might be number 3. Depends on how I post them. But, and the discussion is about the coronavirus, okay? Now, I guess I want to share with you some of my own personal stuff. And I'm thinking that maybe this is why I'm so interested in this coronavirus. Now, we know that the coronavirus, they say, started with the bats. Okay? The man in Wuhan was, whatever they do to the bats, cut them up, whatever they do. Okay? It started with the bats, and maybe it went from, hand, some of whatever from the bat got into his eye, nose, mouth, or whatever. And that's how it got started. Now, the thing is that I'm going to share with you is that I'm going to share with you my experience with a bat. Okay? Now, I'm a concrete jungle girl, okay? But I worked for QVC, not in the concrete jungle, okay? I worked for QVC, right? Now, I worked all over the warehouse, okay? But I worked, at this time, I was in receiving, okay? And in receiving, that's where you unload the containers, unload the loads that come in. I was one of those heavy equipment operators, all of that, all of that. Clamp machine, the forklift, the TSP, the big machine goes way up in the sky, the picking machine, all of that, okay? So one day, it was near the end of my shift, and I came down from up in the sky to take a load up and to put the load into a location, okay, because that's what we did, okay? Now, because we either work on a dock or we work putting the stuff up that they take off of the containers. So anyway, this particular day, I came down and I saw this little thing. I thought it was a little birdie, okay, a little baby birdie, and it was sort of like limping, like I could see it had sort of like wings, but it's like it was limping like it couldn't fly. Either the wing was hurt or the leg was hurt or something, okay? So I have my gloves on and I turn my machine off and everything, and I pick up the bat, okay? I pick the bat up, okay, and I cupped it in my hand. I was like, this is a funny looking bird. That's all. This is a funny looking bird. So I was like, I asked one of my coworkers if they could, help me to, get a box or something so I could put it in the box. And she helped me. She did that for me. But she was like, oh, that's a bat. And I'm like, oh, it's a bat. Ugh. Okay. So, and it was a baby bat. Okay. And it was in August. So, and that's like their breeding time. Okay. August, when they have their little babies and stuff like that. So anyway, but what happened to me was, I don't know if I had the coronavirus or not, but I got very, 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 very sick. Okay, very sick. Okay, and I went to the doctor. Oh, they didn't know they just gave me stuff, but I had the same symptoms that they say are the coronavirus. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you. And that's why I think and this was a few years ago. Okay? This was a few years ago. So the thing that I sort of see that makes me think, okay, is that when we look at the etiology, or whatever you call it, of this virus, it just makes me wonder a lot of things. Okay, but but getting back to that, I got very, very sick. Yes, I recovered, but then I also had lasting effects from that virus, and the people at the owners, QVC and all of that, they did everything they could to try to cover it up, it was bad. Okay, so and I did it. I saw the little thingy, and I could have kept working. Okay, I could have tried to kill it actually, but I'm not like that. But what happened, the reason I went to get the poor little thing is because I was thinking of the customer. Okay, I was thinking of the customer. I said, well, if this little thingy gets into a customer's box, that we have shipped out to them, that's going to be bad. It would also have been bad if that little animal thingy, the little bat, had made its way up. Let's say it had gotten onto the thing, and I didn't pick it up. I just went and put the merchandise up in the risers. Okay, and then someone else came along to pick the merchandise, and it could have jumped out and scared them, and then they could have almost had an accident. Okay, so so I thought of those things. Okay, and then I got very sick from that exposure to the bat. Okay, I'm pretty sure that it was the exposure to the bat, because these bats carry viruses and stuff. Now, I don't know if the bat came, I don't know how the bat got in the warehouse. Okay, I don't know if there was a family of bats in the warehouse. You understand what I'm saying? Because birds would fly around in the warehouse. So I don't know if they had bats flying around in the warehouse too. Okay, and then see the problem is too that with these bats and birds, the droppings. Okay, they're way up there. You know how high the ceiling thing is. Okay, and imagine they're running around, flying around, and they drop their droppings, and it spatters on the surfaces and on the floor, on tables, chairs that where you're working, but you don't know it because it's so splattered. Okay, you don't know that that's a bat or bird dropping. Okay, and then you touch it, even if it is with your glove. But if you're not expecting that's what you're dealing with, or you don't realize that the danger that's involved. Okay, and even if you do have your gloves on, and if you go wipe your hand, and that's basically what I believe happened with me, why I got sick, because I didn't realize that bats carry, I didn't realize all of that stuff. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I may have wiped my face in some way. I may have done something like that, like, wow, ooh, oh my God, see, stuff like that. Okay, simple stuff that you don't even think is, bad. Okay, so so I don't know whether the bat was running around in there already. I don't know if the bat came in through one of the containers. Maybe there was a bat family. Maybe it had come from China. I don't know. but I know that that bat was in there. Okay, and so another precaution that I would say to take for people is, see, we don't know where these things are coming from. Okay, and if it is in a warehouse and the warehouse is not up to snuff, that can also pose a problem to people that are receiving packages. Okay, so my suggestion would be to take your disinfectant. If it's not this, if it is Clorox, if whatever disinfectant you're using, if you're receiving package from where it's, spray the package before you bring it in your house. Okay, spray it down a little bit. Okay, spray the package. All right, do that because we don't know how long this virus can last on surfaces. We don't know what it was exposed to in the warehouses. We don't know. Okay, so just as a precaution, nothing to get, hiffy-tiffy about. We don't have to panic. This isn't a reason to panic. The reason to panic, I would say, would be more if disinfectants weren't working. if you can't spray it with some Clorox, some disinfectant, then that's the problem. Okay, but as long as we have things to step back with then we're good. Okay, so anyway, my next video, I'm going to share with you what I think about the thing about the bats and the virus on the scientific level. But I'm not a scientist, but I'm going to explain it in, that everyday common sense kind of thinking kind of way. All right? See you soon.